Welcome to Cool Discussions. Today, we're not going to talk politics because we had something cool happen last weekend.
Well, he did.
I did, but yeah, okay. So Calgary's finally made it to the big time for the Calgary Comic and Entertainment Expo. There are websites that post videos about music, cosplay music videos, and Calgary finally made it to that one of those websites, and we have it there. And watched it the other day with the missus because we had actually went to the expo, and what was really cool is in the first 10 seconds of the video, I saw a buddy's son on it with his girlfriend. And it was so cool. It's like, yeah, I know that guy.
We'll post the link in the description here below so you can check it out.
Yeah, no, check out the video. It's good. Lots of interesting cosplay in there. A lot of... it's fun. This year, I think, has been the best year that it's had in probably 5 years. The guests were surprisingly really, really interesting and amazing. The event, it's a 3.5 day event, which it's been that way for quite some time. And it wasn't that busy this year by comparison to what it normally is, but it was still plenty of people walking around, talking.
Did they sell out?
I don't think they sold out this year. Selling out is what they normally do, but in Alberta we have economic reality of not having money, and so that kind of affects things a little bit, but they still managed to hit 95,000 people going through the event, and they only expected 80.
That's so really good.
So considering lots of people showed up and turned out, and the cosplay, the costumes were just amazing this year. Last year there was a lot of Harleys because of Suicide Squad.
Course, yeah.
No, Harleys are not as predominant, but last year they were just everywhere because Suicide Squad.
Because Suicide Squad, yeah, definitely.
This year there was a Krogan, which is an alien species off of a video game called Mass Effect. The costume was probably 7.5 feet tall. It was amazing detail and everything.
How do you walk in something like that?
Very, very difficult.
Oh my goodness.
It was funny because he sticks out. Like, you could see him heads and shoulders above everybody else. And me and the missus were walking down. I'm like, that's a Krogan. We walked up, and he's walking away, and we walk up, and the missus stops him, and he actually needed a handler to get him to stop because he can't see too well in the costume, because he had the Krogan face, and you could tell it was latex, and it was completely covered, so unless he had a camera with a mask underneath it, he probably couldn't see too well out of it. So he stopped, and we took some pictures of it, and people started taking pictures, and I looked at the missus and said, great, he's stuck in the con now because he's not going to be able to move because everybody's going to be wanting pictures.
Some of the detail that people put into their costumes is amazing. Like, the time and the effort that it would take is just absolutely fantastic. Like, I give them props. Anybody who cosplays like that is, like, insane.
Yeah, even the ones
in a good way.
Even the ones that don't always turn out quite the way you expect them or quite the way you want, you still got to give them A for effort because they do put a lot of time and effort into it. So just walking around the event, this year they did something a little different. They introduced something called a passport. So you had to go around and get a stamp from certain vendors throughout the whole thing, and me and the missus, we took part in that. So it's literally a little passport. You go get stamped, and there's 12 of them you had to find, and we were on our last one trying to get to it. And I guess it was some little place behind the corral, and we tried going in one entrance, and they're like, no, this is exit only, you gotta go over there. So we go over there. It's like, no, you can't go in, you gotta go over there. So we go back there, and they're like, no, you can't, you gotta go back over there. So we go back over there, and we tell the guy follows us, and he's coming with us, and the goal's like over here. It's like, well, maybe you could try going around there. And it's like, oh.
Really?
So we go around there, and then I open the door, and there's a lady standing there. Sorry, you can't come in this way. It's like, and then other people are following us, right? And there's a little crowd going around, and it's like, no, come on, just let us in. We're trying to get a little stamp. We just want a little stamp. That's all we want.
The stamp.
Yeah, and that was the only thing I found annoying, because it was like that was a lot of walking to do to try to get that last little stamp. But
did you go to any panels?
No, because I could only go the one day. Going to a panel takes up an hour and a half, right? That's a lot of as is. We barely got through everything in the whole day. We spent the whole day. We were there from 9 o'clock to 6:30.
Wow,
walking around all day.
Did you buy anything fun?
Let's see here. So what I've been noticing year after year is a lot of people do these mystery boxes. Mm-hmm. Came across one of an artist, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I have a mystery box, and if you win the mystery box, you win this giant. You have your choice of canvas paintings." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And one of the canvas painting was of Harley Quinn, and you'll notice it's downstairs, and it's like $10. I'm like, okay. Open it up. Hey, I'm a winner!
Nice.
So that was awesome. So I was like, okay, I want a canvas picture of somebody I happen to like, and so it's now another piece of artwork that's hanging in my house. The missus totally does not object to it, so it's all the much more reason to be excited about something like that. There was a company there that his first year there, they were HyperX. They are a computer company. They do keyboards, headphones, fancy keyboards, headphones, things like that. And he decided to give away stuff. And that was one of the places where you go and get a stamp. And we're there looking around, and we saw this, an actual curved PC screen. And it's like, oh my gosh, that was kind of neat.
Is that the new thing, the curved screen?
Yeah,
it's the new thing.
It
Why?
is.
I don't understand the whole concept.
I still don't get it myself either. But, the guy started talking to us, and is like, oh yeah, here's your stamp. And it's like, you know what, if you come by at these times, we have a 50-50 draw. And it's like, okay, we'll stop by. We stopped by at 10 o'clock. We have one ticket, and he starts calling out numbers, and he gave away 2 keyboards, 2 headphones, and like 4 games.
Oh, nice.
Right? And it's like, oh, that was...
win?
No, we did not win. We came back 2 more times. 2 more, actually. We came back at, I think it was 12 and 6. And... each time he gave away a bunch of stuff, keyboards, headphones, games, right?
Does he have the keyboards that light up?
Yeah.
That's like the new thing.
That is, actually, it was one of those new keyboards. It has the backlights on it, and it looks all nice and fancy.
That's like the new thing, eh?
And what was really, really neat about that whole thing was you went there, you had the number, and he says, if you are not here, you do not win. And... what he ended up doing is like, oh, so what shall we say if nobody's here? Well, we agreed upon it sucks to be you. So he'd call out a number, and if nobody goes, woo, we'd all go, he'd go, going once, going twice, and the whole crowd would go, it sucks to be you. At the 6 o'clock one, there's a whole crowd, and this whole crowd, all of them had multiple tickets, because at the 12 o'clock one, when we were leaving, people were like, I'm not going to be here. Here, have my ticket. I'm not going to be here. Here, have my ticket.
Nice.
So I must have had 15 tickets for that last draw, and I didn't win.
Nice. I remember the year I went. Was there Jessica Rabbit there again?
No. Now, what I did notice this year...
That's the only thing I remember.
Was a lack of the little risque stuff.
Oh,
because
really?
last year and the year before... There was the Jessica Rabbit. Last year there was the lady who has a YouTube channel. She does a lot of body paint, like full body paint, boobs hanging out and everything. And she's a pretty ample lady in the boob department. And she does the full makeup, head to where the pants start. Yeah. And she wasn't there. Jessica Rabbit wasn't there. Last year there was a whole bunch of booth babes. and then photo ops with booth babes. And this year, not so much. There was one place you could take photos, but they were more of the full body armor type photo type places. So,
was there any wrestlers there? I remember that there's been.
I honestly don't remember. This year, it was interesting because Todd McFarlane was there, and he said this.
He announced something about.
He made a surprise announcement about making the Spawn movie, but I thought was really cool of him was saying free autographs and selfies. Whereas when some of the other people that were there was Jeremy Reynolds, Hawkeye, John Cusack, he was there. The current Doctor from Doctor Who, he was there. Jason Yeon, Glenn from The Walking Dead, he was there.
Yeah.
When we're walking around the Stars area, I saw Stan Lee. I saw Todd McFarlane. I
remember when I went, like, most people would let you just, like, if you walked up, it'd be like, oh, you can take a picture. But I remember Gillian Anderson was there, and if you tried to walk up to the side and take a picture, her bodyguards would, like, stand and block you. And they wouldn't let you take a picture. And I was like, what the hell? Now, that's ridiculous.
I kind of understand this is how they make money on the side.
Yeah, but you're still going to have people in your line. Like,
yeah, no. Nobody was taking pictures on the side, which was, it's a polite thing to do. This is what's kind of unwritten rule of the cons.
What if I'm just taking a picture of the curtain behind you?
Anyways, what was cool about Tom McFarlane saying free selfies and autographs was because other people were charging. Doctor Who was $105 for the autograph, and $120 if you wanted it signed too.
Oh my god!
I know.
Were people actually lined up and paying for it? Oh my god!
So that was really cool of Todd McFarlane to do the free.
Show me a picture. Show me a picture of his autograph. I'll sign your picture, like it for $10.
So, anyways, but it was cool because I got to see these people, and honestly, I got to admit, John Cusack, he looks really thin by comparison. Like in the movies, he always is just a little plump.
Yeah, he kind of looks like a cat cancer patient. The pictures that I saw, I was like, ooh, he kind of looks like
yeah,
with his ball cap and stuff, and I was like, he looks ill.
And the Doctor Who, holy crap, he is like this skinny,
small,
like giant hair and head. Honestly, if you ever watch Doctor Who, you wouldn't know that he's skinny, but in real life, he was just like a beanpole. Like, holy crap, bobblehead. These cons are really, really good to go to because the Calgary one is one of the bigger ones in North America now.
How much area does it have? Like what does it cover?
The Stampede Ground.
Like the whole Stampede Ground? I know
the Big Four building, the agriculture building,
and the corral, right?
And the corral. Wow. So it's all that, and we were walking around, and because phones have like step counter apps in them, I had the highest step count that I have ever had since I've had my phone. Ever. In fact, I had so many steps I beat the missus. And she beats me regularly. And I beat her by 3,000. Wow. I had over 20,000 steps.
Maybe we'll go. Maybe we'll take the kids one time when the youngest is a little bit older. But it will have to be something where my oldest son has some interest in it or something like that. But I think it's cool to get your geek on.
It is. It's like walking around with all these like-minded individuals, just looking at the artwork that's going around, looking at the costumes that people are wearing, looking at the little things, because they even had the 501st Legion there in the corner, and you could take pictures and donate to Make-A-Wish. And all of them were, there was stormtroopers, Darth Vader, Boba Fett, and you could take pictures with them, and it was good. This year, I think, was the best year in a long time.
But can you just tell me who Todd McFarlane is? Because I'm not 100%. I know he
the
makes...
Spawn creator.
Okay.
He's
and I know he kind of said that he's going to premiere a new Spawn movie. If it gets made, that he'll premiere here in Calgary.
Yeah, I know.
He's from Calgary, right?
Yeah, he's born and raised for most of his time.
That's why.
So.
Okay.
And what was cool about Todd McFarlane as well was he asked Stan Lee to come and join him in Calgary, and Stan Lee said, "How can I say no?" And they did a panel together, and Stan Lee last year said...
Well, he said it was going to be his last time here.
Last time in Canada. That last year was his last time in Canada. And he made a surprise appearance to come to Calgary.
It's cool.
It was great.
I don't know what it is about, like, the celebrity... what it is about celebrities, but when you, like... Even when I went and got, my photo ops with Norman Reedus and Stephen Young, it was pretty cool. Like, Norman Reedus was bad. Because it was so quick, it was just like... Yeah, we're like just being herded through. But Stephen Young was really cool because he didn't have such a big line, and he introduced, shook his hand, and so it was cool. It was like, you're a little starstruck.
Yeah, I get it. When you have a long
line, when you have a long line, I get it. Yeah, no, I totally understand it. But like for the experience, do it once. If you have the opportunity to go to an expo like this, and there's somebody that you really look at and go, I really enjoy their work. I really enjoy what they do. Go drop the $100. Don't look at it as, oh my god, it's $100. Look at it as an experience that you can go. Because I still look at those. I still look at those pictures. I have them up, and I look at them and go, that was cool.
Yeah,
that was.
Honestly, it's like we spent a little bit more money than we should have. But the thing is like we had a lot of fun.
But it's the experience.
Yeah, it's totally the experience.
Sometimes you just gotta say, fuck it.
Yeah,
and go. This is the experience because. That's what you're going to look back on when you're 100 years old going, what did I do with my life? And you can go, hey, I enjoyed
that
these.
Krogan costume. It was so cool.
Exactly. Tell us about your experiences at any Comic Con, Comic Expo, Entertainment Expo, the Vivid Adult Awards, if you want to tell us about that. Whatever, just tell us what your experiences are like there.
Because this is what it is. It's about fans, and it's about the experience, and it's about the expedition throughout the whole thing. So it was cool, a lot of fun, and thanks for listening again, because this is like the second year in a row.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe,
and tell us what you think.
Have a great one, guys.
See ya.